and how they relate back to all the gorgeous pieces that you selected for us that replicate or truly are iconic for
actually, what's lovely is everything that we're going to be discussing today, she picked for us.
Yeah.
Our job was really only to make sure that the wonderful possibilities of the technology provides today make it possible to make these pieces as good as or better.
Yeah, and I think you're going to, in fact, I know you're going to find that. Let me explain to everyone exactly what you're receiving here, and then we're going to get into all of the wonderful stories, and we'd love to hear from you. We have so many wonderful fans out there, and this is our day to truly, truly celebrate together. It is our best value of the day. We are looking at a 25.5-inch multi-strand, hand-knotted, superior quality, beautiful look of pearls in, I want to say, over 5 individual strands. It's going to come along with a beautiful pin that you put right at the nape. That way you're going to be able to create the 3 different looks that we have in front of us. And on hsn.com, you can look at the video as well. It'll show you how to create these different looks. It's very simple and easy. Only for today, $99.95. Free shipping and handling today, and 4 flex pays, which means $25. We're going to ship this out to you. Here's how it comes packaged. Just want to tell you how special it is from the very, very beginning. And this is also, this collection is from Camrose and Cos. They are absolutely the #1 in beautiful, beautiful custom jewelry.
I can attest to that.
You can attest to that,
absolutely.
I know. In a stainless box, beautiful pink color. Okay, so I think the perfect way to really represent your home.
I think it's a perfect place to start.
Right.
This piece really represents the apex of her career.
Absolutely.
Audrey is Holly, and what a wonderful place to look at the gorgeous view that was her life and her legacy. The amazing intertwining of icon of style, humanitarian work. And all of that. And so I think what we can do probably throughout the hour is take a good look at what her style choices, what her philosophy about fashion really was. And how it affected her life and how it sort of permeated everything that...
And as it is today. You know, that's the beauty of what you're finding. This is why we love this necklace. We said, this is for everybody. This is all ages. I mean, truly, obviously, true signature of Audrey as the epitome of sophistication and elegance. And let's talk about her style as a woman, because I was so fascinated earlier when you were telling me about the choices that she's made. And
well, in a way, she always used to say, it's this funny line. She used to say, oh, I dress more like an English gentleman than I do as a woman. And that is because she never really followed fashion. She actually found a look that worked for her.
Yes.
And always advocated this for all women. Find a look that works for you and stick with it.
Right.
And if you look at images of hers from the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s, you are definitely in touch with what is the Hepburn style, the Hepburn look. There's not a great change. Of course, there's colors and accessories, and this is what's wonderful, and this is why she had such an extensive collection of fashion jewelry.
I love that. I love that. You said she had a few good pieces, but the majority of her pieces that she would select were fashion jewelry.
Well, I think the story starts very early on. She's been discovered by Colette, the famed writer, on the set of this little film in the south of France called Monte Carlo Baby. And Colette was looking for Gigi for the play. And she saw her, she was on a terrace in a cafe or in a hotel, and saw the little company shooting across the way, and saw my mother and said, I found Gigi, brought her to Broadway.
I love
and it's on the Broadway show of Gigi that the Paramount producers came and discovered her for Roman Holiday.
No
The Scouts,
kidding.
as they used to call them. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They didn't come all the way to Europe. But, and so she went out to dinner one night with a couple, and somehow on the way there, a diamond fell out of an earring or something, which colored and permeated the entire evening and ruined everybody's time. And she never forgot that. And she said, if that's what jewelry does to people, I don't want any part of it.
I love that. I love that story.
And which is why she really had this extraordinary collection through the years, and she treated them, and they're in perfect condition. She treated them as if they were Bulgari and Tiffany's and whatever.
Right.
But they were, and actually she became friends with many of the designers of the costume jewelry, or the fashion jewelry, and treated them with equal sort of attention.
Real, true, real inspiration as a woman in every way.
I feel so. I mean, obviously, you know, we do very few limited things, and and really the market wanted something like this desperately.
Oh yeah.
We were asked over and over again, and so we found a wonderful partner who's done it successfully before.
Yes.
And when I look at these pearls, and I keep, you know, thinking, these are man-made pearl. You know, they say a million ways to define them, but they're man-made pearl. Each pearl is hand-dipped 20 times. Oh,
and you can tell. You can see by the luster, by the sound, by the feel of the pearls. You can even hear that as they, you know, as I'm just kind of placing them together. And then the finest quality of crystals. These are the Swarovski element crystals that you'll see throughout. The amazing thing is with this one strand, what you're getting here, all the way down to the clasp, everything is meticulously done. But this is the iconic everyday piece. I mean, I would throw this on, you know, running out, going to the office. We were saying earlier, it comes so beautifully gift box. This is only for today at this value. Maybe there's a special birthday coming up for an 18-year-old or 21-year-old.
Well, that's something you and I were talking about before. And as I said to you, I wish I could sit here and tell you we're the best managers of legacy-related intellectual property, but something extraordinary has happened over the last 20 years. Our base has shifted from our parents, through us, to a young generation of young ladies, of young girls, who represent probably more than 50% of our base today.
Yeah, that's true.
I've heard people say that our mother has replaced James Dean on the closet door, and it's, in a way, it's true. And so I guess that maybe not this piece, because it's an important piece, and it takes a real woman to be able to wear it.
Oh, and she is a real woman. No doubt about that, and you are as well.
But there will be pieces that maybe are appropriate, not just, don't think only of yourself. Think of a young girl who's going to graduate, have a birthday, Christmas time. You're giving her something that's beautifully made. You're giving her something that is related to someone who means a lot to her.
Yeah. Of course, absolutely.
You know, the kids relate to the realness of her, to the legacy that includes not just the style, not just the film career.
Sure.
It's sort of a kaleidoscope. They don't really know the entire story, but they know she's the one with the glasses and the trench coat, that her name was Audrey, that she was a style icon, that she dressed a certain way that they can recognize, you know, that she's accessible, that she's real. And, of course, that there was this wonderful humanitarian legacy that comes all wrapped into one.
She was amazing in that regard, too, and we'll talk in great deal to that. And they'll have them forever. I mean, please understand that. Your mother's jewelry, I mean, you have a few pieces that we're going to be showing throughout the day. They're, you know, fashion jewelry pieces that still look just as beautiful today.
And they do. And God forbid you leave it on the beach.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Over it.
Come back and see us and buy another one.
That's true.
You know, it's not the end of the world. And that's, you know, from a woman who traveled economy because she went through the war and knew what it was like to be hungry.
Yes.
And then did the work for UNICEF and could connect to them and knew what it was like to be hungry again. You know, she drove a Volvo. She flew economy unless she had to go to the other side of the planet. And when she was she and Robert Walters would give each other business class tickets to come to LA to visit me or to see their good friend Connie Walt. So
isn't that something?
Yeah.
I love hearing these stories, and that's exactly what we're bringing to you from this premiere of this collection. I want to just also mention